Hey, Dan Fitzpatrick here, stockmarketmentor.com, and I want to look at a couple stocks today. Both of these are from the Wall Street Bets Reddit community. You know, they love GameStop and they love AMC. So let's take a look at these. Okay, yesterday I put this stock on my active trade list. It's a list that I keep. I can't get this. I'm trying to get one more day. It's a list that I keep over at Stock Market Mentor, giving people our entries, our stops, and then tracking the trade, right? So I saw how this was trading yesterday. And the thing that kind of got my attention is if you look at the 20-day moving average of volume down here, you can see what it is. It's been going down for a while, drifting really, really low, which is what you want to see when a stock is in a volatility squeeze, when it's in a tightening pattern. That's exactly what you want to see, is like, oh, God, I'm getting bored. There's nothing happening here. Volume kind of tapers off. Nobody feels very strongly one way or another. Some people are buying, some people are selling. They're fine with the price where it is. So it's just really nothing happening. And so that's what we like to see, is this kind of narrowing, low volume, if you want to call like 9 million shares low volume. Okay. But this is the other thing I have going, is the moving average of volume, the 10-day moving average, and you can see all during this move here in volume. Okay, volume declined. Okay, the 10-day moving average was leading that decline. Same thing here. You see, okay, the stock peaked here. It probably peaked somewhere right up there. Okay, but the volume. In fact, let's take a look. I'm not going to say it probably, but it probably peaked on this day. No, you actually got some pretty fair warning. I didn't plan on going back and analyzing this whole chart, but we'll just look at it this way. Might as well. What the heck? I'm not limited here. There's no commercial sponsor. Okay, so this stock right here, this big move here, okay, you saw the first one here. And I don't know what Vlad was doing back there. So we get this big move here, and people are freaking out because hedge funds that were stupidly like short by 300 leverage or something are losing their asterisk. Couldn't happen to a bigger bunch of idiots. Anyway, so the stock goes up here. Look at this massive volume. Okay, next day it goes up more. But the volume, still massive, but not like it was before. And then the following day, you get like the first little pullback to where shorts would actually be emboldened. You look here and you go, okay, finally it's done. Now I'm going to short this way overvalued stock. Okay, and then the Wall Street Bets gang goes, yeah, we'll see about that. And then the stock kind of ground sideways here, but look at the volume. Okay, so the volume was declining. Still super high. Look at the 10-day moving average here. Still very high, but declining. And I don't really care what the volume is. I care what the volume is relative to what it has been before. So then we keep going here. And again, a big spike up. Look at the volume. Okay, look at the volume. Now look at the 10-day moving average of volume. This is declining. It's still super high, way high above the 20-day moving average of volume. Okay, so let's get through the rest of this. So all this while that the stock's pulling back, what's happening? The 10-day moving average of volume falls below the 20-day. So this current volume is lower than the average. And then it just kind of stays there. Still kind of stays there, basically. Now we're into March. 10 days picking up. Stock price picks up. Look at it, how it's narrowing here. It's narrowing in trading range. Okay. And then finally, we're to here. So I'm looking at this yesterday, and I see that the 10-day is starting to get back, boom, above the 20-day. And at the same time, see if it's just going above the 20-day, but the price isn't doing anything, well, big deal. Maybe a big fund is buying, or maybe a big fund is selling, but there's no real concerted action, because one thing's for sure: when you've got a stock that trades at 10 million, 12 million, 14 million, there's plenty of shares to buy. So that's not your problem. So when you see a stock, though, start to move higher, and then you're also seeing volume start to tick higher, you've got green skyscrapers here. Okay, you got green volume bars, and they're green because the price is moving higher. So we like to see these big old skyscrapers, okay? And so you see that. You see the 10-day moving average moving above the 20, and so this is now a stock that's working. So what did we do? I suggested to my members that they take some profits. They could take it all. You could take some and raise your stop to at least break even or lock in some kind of profit. Take half. I think we're up 12 or 13%, maybe more, but let's say 12%. For mental math's sake. So take half off the table, move your stop on the remaining half to break even. You've locked in a total of 6% profit on the whole trade. So that's what you could do. I just raised my stop a bit, and I'm letting the stock run. The way this is, and it's the volatility squeeze that's dispositive to me. Because this stock is trading in such a narrow range, I think that this is the type of pop here that could run a while. So definitely watch the stock tomorrow. It could 16% move, that's a pretty good chunk of change. But because of how this thing is traded for a while, and certainly the way it's run before, another 15% is not beyond the realm of reason. Now, AMC, we had some of our members say, hey, yeah, thanks for the trade yesterday. I rotated out of GameStop and put it into AMC. That's kind of a good trade. That can really work, because you look at the volume here. Yet again, the 10-day moving average above the 20-day and accelerating. So we got these big green skyscrapers here, 5 of them, maybe a little bit one here. And so we've got buying coming into this. It's definitely a breakout. So if you're buying this tomorrow, you need to have some kind of risk management. Maybe put a stop a little bit below 15 bucks, something like that. If you say, well, I'll just put a stop down here. Well, for crying out loud, you're giving up almost 30%. That's shall we say, that's not a well-reasoned stop. So trade accordingly. But I think this stock has more upside. Again, you just have to protect your risk in case good old Dan here is wrong, okay? So anyway, that's all I got for you. I will see you all next time.